Welcome back to Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit. Last time we stopped in the town of Spire, but there's not exactly a lot for us to do there right now. So, let's head north. I'm still not paying you. I'm not stupid. Go away. Not paying you. Paid you once, that was bad enough. Let's head up here to Bargha, where we have more jobs to do. Looking for... Let's see. Let's take a peek at our journal. We have... somewhere here, the barkeep. We went to join the scimitar. Bargha's library might be helpful for key. Let's go back to Dexter. Elizabeth is around Silvar. These messages at Gremlin's Gold, but I need the level 3 barrier spell. Recruitment, Abyss Mage. Right. So Kios wants me to find an enchanter around here. And then there's a message to Calder. Cash on delivery. So we've got a few things to turn in here, let alone any work we might pick up here. There's an ancient, heavily wrinkled man peering at you through a barred window. His armor hangs off him loosely. He says, "I'm Bella, lowly gate guard. I can let you in or out when you need. Are you a town guard?" He makes a rattling cough. "Ah, yeah." He spits on the floor. "I'm too old to defend the wall, so I watch the gate. If you want to enter the city or the outer world, let me know." "Would you open the gates?" He nods. "Sure thing." Turns the wheel, and the gates open. You can now freely enter and exit Bargha. So we've got a basic warrior as a guard. Molly. This is a shy, eerily pale little girl. She follows you around and watches you from a safe distance. You ask her name. She says, "Molly, what are you doing out here?" "Scared." "What are you scared of?" She shies away from you. "Giants throw things. Loud. Scares me." It's clear that you scare her too. "You don't have to be scared. I'm here." "You're scary too, you voles. You hate people here." She backs away from you. "Gotta go." She runs away. A minute later, she's following you again. Let's see. Just a guard. Guard. I will take that ale, though. Now that I know that's worth cash. Frustratingly. Nothing in here. Sign says barracks. I worked that out. Dead room. Oh. Body's been sitting here for days and a predictable level of decomposition has set in. After only a few moments near it, you start to feel very ill. There's a small pouch of gold on this body. Strange that nobody noticed it. Got 90 gold out of that. Bargha Hall of War. This room is filled with charts, maps, schedules, and 1,000 fluttering scraps of parchment covered with notes and plans. This must be the war room at Bargha. Quick inspection reveals the war with the giants to the east has been a long and brutal one. Surprisingly, the forces of the Abyss seem to be up to the task. I know that one of the old artifacts, the Jade Spear or Jade Halberd, I forget which, is supposed to be good against giants, in the way Demon Slayer is good against, well, demons. No one in the war room, it seems. Base. And no one's in here. The game was practically inviting me to take it. Oh, there's the mayor. Mayor Mar. Meet a man with puffy brown hair and a harried expression. He sits in a luxurious chair, probably stolen from a caravan somewhere. He wears nice clothes and a black sash, probably a parody of the purple slash his mayors in Avernum wear. He nods in greeting, but you can see that the presence of an Avernite warrior is deeply worrying to him. Welcome, Avernite. I'm Mayor Mar, leader of this crumbling fortress. Are you in charge of Bargha? I am. I was chosen. I mainly organize our defenses and provide tactics for the soldiers here. Bargha is the last bastion against the giants. Think about the giants. Stupid, vile creatures. They attacked us because it was something to do, and now they refuse to stop. Keep looking for you people for help, and you ignore us. You've been asking for help. We've sent messengers to King Micah again and again, telling him of the horrors we suffer. He hasn't sent a person to help. Not one sword, not one mage. What I wouldn't give for a group of dedicated adventurers. You're in luck. I am an adventurer. He grins, not entirely pleasantly. I'm afraid I don't have any reward to offer you, but I can tell you the giant fort is to the east, and they own great wealth. Oh, and there's a secret passage out in the northeast corner of town. You can use that to get out into the giants more quickly. There are other cities in the Abyss? Yes, spires to the south, but I don't like to talk about them. Why not? Brigands and thieves, that's all they have there. They don't help us fight the giants, they just want to loot and pillage. Mina's the mayor there, the queen of the scum. I'd rather stay away from there. We welcome Avernites here. They certainly do not. Anything we can do for you here? Apart from killing as many giants as we can, very little. They have a lot of treasure in their lairs to the east. You should drop by. I plan to, but not immediately. Surprisingly, no secrets up there. Etheridge the Learned, schooling of all kinds. Oldman in dark flowing robes and a hood moves confidently around the training hall. He can occasionally make out the outline of a blade through her clothes. She gives you a brief salute. Welcome, warrior. I am Etheridge, and all those who use their blades for justice and freedom are welcome to learn here. Can you help me with my skills? Yes, I train all those who can use it. The people of the Abyss need all the skills they can get. You notice that she sounds slightly nervous. I guess life is harder here at the Abyss. Of course, we don't have the advantages of the Voles. Every advance, every building, every crop was paid for with blood. We have few magicians, few alchemists. We, for the most part, get rejects and scum. We'll succeed, but it is hard. You seem nervous. Why? You're an adventurer, so I'll tell you. I'm trapped in Bargha, trapped by the spirits of warriors I've slain in battle. They wait west of here, outside the city gates, tirelessly waiting for me. I'm not strong enough to slay them, and they haunt my dreams. I live in fear. How are you haunted in such a way when so many other warriors aren't? I wish I knew. Perhaps it is that I've slain so many in battle that even the few foes who are capable of returning to haunt me have started to add up. Right? Let's see. Parry. Quick action. Sharpshooter. Gymnastics. Riposte. Dual wielding. Lethal blow. Sniper. Resistance. First aid. Tool use. All good skills. I just don't have the cash. Black Serpent Inn. I'm going to come back here because this seems like a pretty major thing, all things considered. Hello, Bargha. I'm going to wait until I've been told to come down there. Bazaar of Bargha, wonders aplenty. There's a large library at the west end of this room. Well, larger library by Avernum standards, anyway. This must be the library key asked you to locate. Now you can report back to him. Woman sits behind the counter, writing a scroll. The room is filled with other scrolls, all of them on the same sort of parchment. She sees you are a potential customer. She sets her pen aside. Welcome, traveler. I'm Cynthia the scribe. Where did all these books come from? She bristles at the question. You mean, what are books and scrolls doing in the abyss? Because we're too crude and violent for what to read? We built this library the same way Avernum builds theirs, scavenging, trading, and hard work. Do you sell? I am a sage. I suppose that would mean I sell knowledge. She smiles wryly. I am here instead of the nice caves to the south because this is a place in which I feel safe. How can you feel safe in Bargha? Yes, I know. Warring giants, bandits, fierce and crude people. There's also the freedom to study what I want and say what I want, and until I came to Bargha, I never found a place where I could claim that. What can a sage do? I used to identify items. Many strange things are found on the bodies of the giants, and I figured out which ones can aid us. Most of my scrolls describe the bizarre things I've seen. She thinks. I'm still trying to find out about the dragon. Identify items. Adventurers used to have to pay me to tell them what their items could do. I know, right? Happily, in the intervening years, adventurer training has improved dramatically, so you no longer have to pay me to tell you that the sword you're holding is a sword. I wonder if this was a mechanic in the Exile games. There's a dragon around here? I believe so, and I fear it may be a dire threat to us. The giant fort is to the east, and the dragon, so I believe, lies east of that. They worship it, you see, and I fear it may one day hunger for human flesh and come here. When that happens, I doubt we can survive. That's interesting. How could we reach it? There's a secret tunnel out of Bargha to the east. Head east from here, and you might find the creature's lair. That would be a foolish and suicidal quest, if you ask me. So there's another dragon around here. A small elfin woman with long scarlet hair sits at her desk preparing a poultice. What services do you provide? I'm but a humble healer. Must be busy here. Yes, I lived in Almaria once, but I heard about the war here and knew that this is where my skills are needed. I can't imagine the threats these people live with. You can buy help from me if you need it. Buy healing scroll, potion, single. No, there's actually 3 healing elixirs. This is more what I was expecting from the other Alchemist Inspire. Services. That's all. I think. Yeah, I don't need anything. Stay healthy. A tired man sits working at this counter. All around him are dried out hunks of meat, coarse bread, and punishingly aromatic cave cow cheese. He sets down his rolling pin and turns to you. Marlowe's victuals. What do you need? Sell food? He sighs. Yes, you may purchase food for my meager wares. I once had much better. The Abyss produced some fine victuals. Then, alas, our enemies came. What enemies? Looks at you with mild hostility. You Vols have probably never heard of... you Vols probably have never heard of the giants, but they're here killing us, and you don't lift a finger to help. You cast us out and watch us die. He says all this in a strangely flat voice. The Abyss used to be a good place. Now all that is gone. What's the Abyss like? It was rough and wild, but not the horror you Vols said it would be. The Abyss gave us the freedom we'd thirsted for above and in Avernum. But now bandits run wild and the giants hunger for our flesh. It started good, but it's all gone now. Checked freedom tends to lead to that. That's why we have laws. This is a tall, thin man with nimble, delicate hands. He's busily stringing a cavewood longbow. Not flawless craftsmanship, but good enough to put holes in an enemy from a safe distance. He looks at you, notes your weaponry, and nods approvingly. Nice to meet a fellow professional. I'm Johnston. What are you working on? I make bows and arrows and bolts and crossbows as fast as I can. It takes a lot of shots to kill a giant. Are giants really that tough? Yes, it takes many tiny punctures. Each is like a bee sting, but enough of them make one topple. If you're planning to do some shooting, take a look at my weapons. I guarantee they'll do the trick. Want to sell to me, even though I'm from Avernum? It's from one warrior to another. The Abyss and Avernum have some enemies in common. The giants are one of them. There are other enemies? Of course. The Empire, for example. We're the only people in the world who don't kowtow to them. How long can that last? We of Bargha believe we must all be more active in opposing Emperor Hawthorne's tyranny. I'd like to join in that struggle. Would you? Yes, I'm sure you would. You've heard of your many exploits. Go speak with Calder and ask him of the scimitar. Maybe you can join our great fight. Isn't that suicide? He looks disappointed. Some feel that way, but not us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy. Let's see. You longbows. Razor discs. Farsight longbow. I think I actually have that on someone. Okay, so that's not a unique. That's just a high tier one. Clear out the bag quickly. Wait. Is that a portal pylon? Huh. Well, I mean, if I'm here anyway. Is it El Mario I want? No. Right? No, it is El Mario. Might as well claim payment from Dexter. Deliver the package. How about my reward? You deliver the package, eh? Well done. He gives you a small silver ring. I trust you'll find this item an adequate reward. I also have another job that needs doing if you're interested. Mycroft levels up and you gain a shadow band. What's the next job? Here's a difficult job, worthy of your talents. There's a crude fella in the city of Darman by the name of Menta, who I believe we would all be better without. If you could goad him into a duel and dispatch him, I'd give you a very handsome reward, and certain parties would be very thankful. Any questions? Don't ask them. All that matters is that the deed is done. It says murdering, but I mean, goat. I don't know if I agree with that description, given how he describes it. Let me see. Three spell-wise, you need 3 more points. Mage spell-wise, you need 4 points. Alright, I'll keep spreading. So you said that was in where? Darman. Did Darman have a portal pylon? Oh, and I should turn into Key while I'm here at the Tower of Magi. No, he was like, I gotta circle all the way around. The move distance limitation is probably my biggest complaint. Been to Bargha and we found the small library. Ah, yes, thank you. Now, I think I said I would be able to teach you spells for that information, but I can't be sure. Help me, I'll teach you. So you boost Minor Summon Lightning Spray. Yeah, give me that. Can't afford the 3rd level, but I mean, hey, that's a 20% bonus alone is pretty solid. I don't even remember who Meta was, honestly. ever step back here. Not that there's much to see, but weird that I left it Fog of Ward. Oh, it was this guy. Pretty sure I recorded what he has to say. Guess not. Oh, right, because I already handled all that. Oh, yeah, Band of Shadow. Or Shadow Band. 10 Curse, 2 Dodge, 1 Gymnastic, so that's really like 4 or 5 Dodge. Lethal Blow. Actually do that. And I'll hold on to it just in case. In the name of Dexter of Almaria, challenge thee to a recoils in horror. No, please have mercy on me. I did steal a little money from Dexter when I worked for him, but I don't deserve to die for it, please. I'll let you go. JD packages are one thing, but like a hit for stealing a little money? Come on, man. Wait, no, Almaria was correct. Jobs. Yes, he's just doesn't care at this point. Back to Bargha. Oh, that's going to be the tunnel out to the east. You think? Because there's also this. That's more below Bargha, so I guess... This large, low-ceilinged chamber is a huge storeroom filled with crates and barrels of supplies. Bargha is equipped for a long siege. What was the supplies quest? Antakai, Sistis, Erica, Mushroom, Noism, Kanate, Tikias, Forthic Wine, Arnith, Fitfing, Scimitar, Demon Slayer, Menta. This mission is somewhat morally dubious. Major, message. Herbs, tongs, and pincers. How am I? 2 of each. And lo and behold, a tong and a pincer. So, I'm going to go turn those in for the inventory slots alone. That was Silvar, I believe. Yeah, that from. Deliver the equipment to Ephraim. After inspecting it and verifying its quality, he rewards you with a fine blade of his own making. Silvar is grateful to you for your aid. Is that the shielding knife? Yes. Which, as stat sticks go, is pretty nice. Is that the last one? It is! Yippee! Alright. So now, let's go back to Formello. Because I have that big pile of meal bags. Then, what else have I got to sell? RNA of Fang at Fort Draco, as well as cheap wine. Someone wanted Elmarian wine. It's one of the bills. Buy or to take down to boss. Yeah, that's not profitable. Bottles of cheap wine. Fangs. Don't have any iron bars. Oh, I do have, actually. Broken bit of husk is still really suspicious to me. Ale goes to Spire. Elmarian wine. Where does Elmarian wine go? It must go somewhere. But like, they're usually pretty good at just making it the name of the quest if it's just a repeatable turn-in. So, Back to Bargha. Let's hit up the bar, I guess. Actually, I have the northern below Bargha, but... No, Calder is also the delivery. 50 coins. Calder takes a sheet of parchment, gives it the barest glance, and stuffs it into his pocket. This will be looked at soon enough. We thank you for taking the risk of bringing it to us. He gives you a pouch of coins. A huge muscular man moves nimbly along the kegs and boiling pots clustered behind the bar. Great purpose and determination shows in his eyes. Welcome, he says. Oddly, he seems to recognize you somehow. So, the Avernite has seen fit to visit my humble bar. I'm Calder. Pull up a chair. We have ale and wine. Rough stuff, though, not what your delicate palate is so used to. Looks like you're cooking for a lot of people. I cook and brew for the defenders of this whole god's forsaken outpost. Many warriors, not to mention the merchants, come here for my fresh stew. For you, 5 coins a bowl. Take some of that stew. He takes her cash and gives you huge bowls of stew. It's thin stuff with stringy meat, but edible. Calder says the giants haven't taken everything from us. Give thanks. Can I get a room? None to spare. All my beds go to warriors who come here. To help hold back the giants, even though merchants have to camp outside the west gate. What is the news from Bargha? Giants, outside our west gate. West? You mean east? They've taken much from us, but those above can take much more than in an instant. Why are they attacking you? Because they're strong, greedy, and dumb. Bad combination for their neighbors. Can I help fight against them? You should talk to Mayor Mar. He might be able to use your aid. Oh, it's Mayor. Like Bill Mayer. A guy who I hate. So, Barkeep, what can you tell me about the Abyss? We're one of the 2 cities in the Abyss. Spire is the other. The thieves, brigands, and scum go to Spire. The warriors come to Bargha. Warriors? Why do they come to the Abyss? Simple. They're warriors who hate the Empire. Avernum, for all its points, doesn't hate the Empire near as much as it pretends. What do you mean? If someone in Avernum tries to actually fight the Empire, they end up here soon enough. King Micah of Avernum doesn't want to rebel against the Empire. Some say he's reasonable. We say he's a coward. We should fight the Empire. We should rebel. Truer words were never said, Calder says. One day we will have to fight the Empire. They'll never tolerate us living free down here. But we have Bargha, we realize that, and we're preparing ourselves. I hear tell that you know about the scimitar. You barely get the word out of your mouth before he swings close to you. Quiet, he hisses. There are those all around who will kill you if they hear you say that word. We've been watching you. You have the potential to do good. To do us all much good. There's a stairway hidden behind this inn. Go down it. Password is Phaedrus. Take note of this. I figured that's why this was here. That's why I waited. Police. A pale man sits at the stable, alone in this dark room, calmly picking at a bowl of cold stew. He doesn't seem surprised to see you. He nods to you to sit and offers some of his meal. Nice to have company. Cleese, what are you doing down here? Just sitting around. So this an uncomfortable place to sit around. He looks around. Been in worse. Continues to eat his stew. Almost down here. Looks around the room. A bed, a table, a chair. Probably more, too. It's not very helpful. Oh. Your conversation continues in this unhelpful vein for some time. Eventually you give up. Phaedrus. Cleese nods, so you've come to us at last. Welcome to the cell of the scimitar. Are you just here to visit, or will you join us? If you become part of our numbers, you can achieve great things. I promise you that. Now tell me about the scimitar. The scimitar is a group dedicated to fermenting rebellion against Emperor Hawthorne and his empire, the tyrants that sent us down here, and which crushed the freedom of every living being in our world. What else can you tell me about the scimitar? I can tell you this much. The surface worlders have not forgotten about us. They watch us. They have spies and outposts down here. And thanks to us, they have opposition. Sort of opposition to we offer. They victimized us by putting us down here. They'll not stop being victimized until we strike back. This is the noble cause we're giving you a chance to be a part of. How can I join? First, you need to prove your skill. You've already done this many times over. To join us, you must also perform a mission. We need someone to destroy an orb that Empire's soldiers in Avernum are using to communicate with Emperor Hawthorne. How do you know I'm skilled? We've been watching you for some time. Tell me more about this mission. We found out that in the southwest corner of the Scree Pits, to the east of Fort Spire, the surface worlders have a secret base. From it, the Empire spies watch us and report to their master through our crystal sphere. This is the Beholder Dungeon. What's the sphere like? It's a large orb of crystal. It enables them to communicate with those above. Your job is to attack their fort and destroy the orb. This will severely damage their communications with the surface world. When you've done so, come back and speak to me. Oh, and watch out for the gremlins. Gremlins, too? The cave you're looking for will have lots of gremlins in it. Be careful about them. They'll strip you of flesh in an instant. Walking down an uncomfortably narrow passage with dozens of arrow slits to either side. The guards watch you coldly. One of them says, "Go back or die. We'll shoot you down where you stand." Alright, I have to do that quest. Alright, any other errands to take care of? Ah, there's the fireworks. Did you open the gates? I'm not going to go east, because, again, I don't have the giant thing. But that does give us more objectives. Oh, I see. Pyrog is the dragon they're talking about. This is just wedged between Kiosk and Bargha. Alright. So we gotta figure out what we're doing next. I look at quests in locations. I kind of want to check out the Pit of the Drake, but I don't know if I can handle that right now. There is... Wait, no, that was Ruined Bandit. That was the one I was thinking of. Did I clear Gremlin Cave? I might have. I need to look up how to do that. Bounty, sewer presence. I'm just thinking about the level of power we're at this point. I don't think I'm ready to take on This. Can't get the Demon Slayer shard from the Crypt of Drath. But I might be able to take on the Slith Temple. Yeah, like, I've pretty much been everywhere barring this kind of chunky corner. The north and west extremities. What do those skulls? Oh, lava. So I don't know what's in the Giant Lands. I can't quite get to... Those were... Yeah, I can't quite get to Erica's Tower yet. It was the Burning Beaches? Yeah, the Burning Beaches. this northern lake and the path between the burning beaches and Erica's tower. It's weird to think we've actually explored most of the game. But I mean, I guess we are, you know, what's my playtime on GOG? 40 hours in. So I think next time we're going to go ahead and break off from our Abyss quest to go to the Slith Temple. And I mean, if I can handle that, I might as well try the Slith Castle. See you guys then.